What's up everyone, it's Dusty Gogoat. Welcome back to my headcanon. We've got a new post to take a look at. This thing outlines so many details for what we could be looking at in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's start right now. The region is going to be called E-Ready region. I don't know what that means. It might be some sort of Spanish translation for something. E-R-E-D-I for those who are just listening. Gym leaders can be taken on in almost any order you want, and the gyms can scale with the number of badges you have. This is an amazing feature. They write almost because likely that is actually what we're going to be seeing in these games. My hopes are very high. If they're giving us an open world Pokemon game, that means we should truly be allowed to traverse the region in any order. And what's a Pokemon game without gyms? I feel like the gyms are one of the most structural things in a Pokemon game. There's characters that, show up along the way, but really what opens new paths for us are us defeating gyms and getting access to new HMs as well as new Pokemon. In Scarlet and Violet, I'm telling you, we need to be able to traverse the region in any way, battle these gym leaders in any way. If we fight Brock, if we fight the first gym leader, and they truly are the first gym leader, they should have 2 Pokemon. But if we decide to fight that gym leader when we already have 7 badges, that gym leader better have a team of 6. That gym leader better have fully evolved Pokemon at whatever level, level 50, 60. That's how this game should be set up. I'm not going to shut up about this. Like, this is what needs to happen. And if they deliver, it's going to be so sweet. So next we have, because they write that it's almost going to be in any order, and they write that you have to fight Gym 1 first, and then that opens up Gyms 2, 3, and 4. And when you defeat those in any order that you want, which I like, it's a little bit limited, but I do like that. Then Gyms 5, 6, and 7 open up, but you have to fight Gym 8 last. And having that bookend on both ends, I mean, that's kind of okay. There's a couple Pokemon games where a couple gyms in the middle you can battle in any order. We saw this in Kanto as well as Johto. And this is an improvement, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. Let's continue. There are 2 battle gimmicks. Okay, the first is a terrain. So that's not really a new thing, but okay, let's continue. Which will have the terrains which will have certain passive effects in battle, such as certain moves and types being stronger or weaker. If you've played Pokemon Reborn or Pokemon Rejuvenation, I have not. You should know exactly how these work. To me, honestly, a terrain, we already have terrains. We've had weather since Gen 3, and we've had terrains since Gen 7. Gen 6? I think since Gen 6. They're firmly cemented in the current battle metagame. Like, I don't think that's a new thing, really. Unless these are way different than that. Let me know in the comments, because I have not played those games. It says that the second battle gimmick is going to be the Epoch Gems. Maybe this is that gem symbol that we've seen. Epoch Gem. Your Pokemon can hold these and transform into past and future forms of themselves. Wow. So it's essentially like a mega evolution, but instead of getting this massive power-up, what you're actually getting is the Pokemon becoming a regional form of itself. That is very cool. That is so cool. But I gotta say, if you are still watching and you're not subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's right below the video. And now it details some new Pokemon that we're gonna be able to see. There's a past form of Yanmega, which is a bug and dragon type. Bravo, slow clap. And it's much larger and more menacing. It's already based on like this massive ogre. Like, I don't know how much more menacing it could get. And then, okay, this is what I want to see. There's going to be a future Pikachu, and it's electric and steel type. And the Pikachu has cybernetic implants. I don't even know what that means. It's going to look like Anakin Skywalker. Okay, now let's get into this massive list of brand new Pokemon that we're going to be seeing in Scarlet and Violet. This first Pokemon is Capybara. It's going to be a normal and rock type Capybara Pokemon. I guess it'd be the first form or the baby form. It's called Puppybara, so that's what I'm getting from that. At normal rock, I don't even know what capybaras look like. They're like little bears, am I wrong? Now there's Venobeak. It's a flying poison. It's a macaw Pokemon. Its future form is flying and fairy type. Truly, this is what I want to see more of. We have so many regional forms, mega forms, all these evolutions in buffs to old Pokemon, but honestly, like Gens 5, 6, 7, those games are already over 5 years old. I think we need to see more of those Pokemon getting these buffs, right? Like, all of these new gimmicks should not only revolve around Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, all those Japanese-inspired regions. Like, we have other regions to choose from. If the Pokemon universe truly is, and the Pokemon world really is as interconnected as we believe it to be, I think these gimmicks should apply to... We have over 1,000 Pokemon, and it seems like all of these new mechanics just show up within the first 300. So even from Generation 8, I would love to see like a regional Corviknight, right? What would it look like without its steel armor? Now we have Mealy-Pest. It's going to be a bug and dark type Mealbug. That's cool. That's gross, but that's cool. I like that. We have Apocaly. It's a rock and psychic type Mayan calendar Pokemon, exclusive to the Scarlet version and used on Sada's team. That's cool. I kind of like that. And then we have NFT. Okay, NFT, like an NFT. It's an electric fairy type monkey alien Pokemon. Is this real? Is any of this real? That's kind of cool. This is exclusive to Violet, and it's used on Turo's team. Is this real, though? Because, like, I actually like the idea of Pokemon grabbing something and taking inspiration from something that was developed just over the last 5 years. They don't really do that. Typically, they're on trends from 10 years ago, right? And we're starting, I mean, just with the new batch of Pokemon that were announced, there were 2 meme terms, Smol for Smoliv and Chunk with Lechonk. Those are 2 like meme words. I don't really know when they've derived it. They might actually be 10 years old, but an NFT, like that's not actually that crazy. Like I could actually see that being an inspiration for something. And if we're talking about future Pokemon, it's like, you know, what else are you going to take inspiration from? Are you going to make something up or take something from, you know, pop culture? I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. Let me know what you think down below. There's Serdondo. This is a normal and ground type Pokemon. Oh, so this is the evolution for Lechonk. Okay, great. Normal ground type makes a lot of sense. Lechonk actually has like a little bit of it looks like it has mud on its body, and its whole gimmick is that it digs. So to see that it would evolve into a ground type makes total sense to me. We have Paws-to-Cuff, so this is like Fisticuff, electric fighting type, evolution for Pawmi. I like that. Honestly, Pawmi looks like the first form of something that will evolve in electric fighting. That is so cool, and actually makes a lot of sense considering its whole gimmick is to rub its cheeks to its hands, and its hands hold the electricity. A fighting type, electric type Pokemon. That's really cool. I would actually use that. That sounds like a great idea. Bebertini. Okay, this is crazy. Grass and fire type. It's an evolution of Smoliv. So this is essentially a cocktail version. So the olive of Smoliv gets used in a martini. I wonder if this is going to go down this 007 route, just like Sobble. Koraidon is a dragon and fighting type Pokemon. Miraidon is dragon electric. This is what I think is actually going to be happen. I think that is a real, 100% real thing, but I don't think that they just thought that up. They got that from Riddler Coup. If you don't know, Riddler Coup has leaked everything from BDSP and Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like, the guy knew so much and gave us so much information about those games before that information came out. And he said that the 2 legends are going to be Dragon Fighting and Dragon Electric, and I think that adds up with these types perfectly. Oh, and Genzidon is going to be the 3rd legendary Pokemon, the 3rd legendary dragon. Essentially, we have past and future. Genzidon is going to be the 3rd legendary that is essentially represents current day. I want this thing to look just like a modern dragon, like a modern European, not even European, a modern reptilian dragon. It's just a regular old dragon. How cool is that going to be? It's actually a dragon normal type. That would make perfect sense. Now we get to talk about some regional forms for some old Pokemon. The first up is Iridian Oddish and Iridian Gloom. So Iridia or Iridi That is the region's name. So we have Iridian, Oddish, and Gloom, and they're going to be grass and water type. This makes me think of some sort of leek, like an onion, which holds water, or maybe it's just some sort of seaweed. It evolves into Pinaplume, which is grass and water type, and Iridian Blossom, which is grass and fire type. That's hilarious. I would absolutely love a pineapple-based Oddish family line. The pineapple silhouette of a regional pineapple-looking Oddish is too perfect. Fire or grass water for Vileplume, and then Iridian Blossom is a grass and fire type. We've been wanting that grass fire type, so I really like that a lot. I like that a lot. Would love to see that. Iridian Beldum and Metang and Metagross are psychic and electric. Unfortunately, they lose their steel typing, but psychic electric is so cool because it's said that Metagross has the brain of a supercomputer. Now you give it the electric type, it's even faster, it's more mechanically. Like this is truly the future Pokemon. This thing is going to be an absolute tank. Now we have the Pokemon Poisona. It's a psychic and dark type evolution for Hypno. Drowsy and Hypno have always been just like totally outclassed. It's like an early route psychic type, and then throughout all of the games has always been outclassed by other psychic type Pokemon, even in Gen 1. To see that it finally gets an evolution is very cool. I don't think it has never gotten any sort of love in that regard, so that's got me excited. Now we have some details about the characters of Scarlet and Violet. The two professors were childhood friends who drifted apart due to differing ideologies. Both are also the leaders of the game's evil teams, Team Primal and Team Virtual. Ooh, those names are clean. I like that a lot. We've seen primal forms before in the past, and I also love that the two professors actually they have some shared history there. That makes total sense. You'll be fighting the Team Virtual and Scarlet, Team Primal and Violet. Love it. Nemona eventually becomes an admin to the team you're fighting against and starts wearing a different outfit based on that team. Wow, so they kept calling her your friend, and I assumed it was going to be a rival, and maybe it is still your rival, and she seems like a friendly person, but maybe that's such a cool and deep and profound concept that your friend, your childhood friend, you grow together with her. She is basically overwhelmed and takes on one of the ideologies of these two games, and then you basically get to watch her become she's positioned as your enemy. It's not like she's chosen to be against you, but she's believing in something so fiercely with still good intentions that you eventually have to crush her in battle. That would be really cool. I love that concept. I really want that to be real. I don't think we've seen that before. The rivals have either been just boring and nice, or just like dull and evil. So I would love to see this. She becomes the admin. How cool. Gym leaders will specialize in themes rather than typings. That's cool. Veteran X was talking about that. So Sophia is a school teacher, and her ace is Iridian Metagross. Like just a school teacher having one of the most OP Pokemon of all time. Ricardo is a chef, and he specializes in food Pokemon like Vanillix and Swirlix. His ace is Bebertini. Bebertini is what it's called. This is like just a rumor, but I'm envisioning all of this is real, and I'm loving all of it. The final gym leader is Wes from Pokemon Coliseum, who specializes in psychic and dark types. He has fought in a double battle. So normally, let me break it down. Normally, I would say this is really dumb, and I would think this is such a wild wish list that it just does not make sense. But if you take a look at Nemona, she has this thing on her arm, this brace, this red brace, and the only other time I've seen that in a Pokemon game is whether or not it's had something to do with the gimmick, or it's in Pokemon Coliseum with the Snag'em machine. If we are living in a reality where Pokemon Coliseum is pretty much canonized alongside the main series games, then without a doubt, we are getting a remake or a sequel or some sort of port of Coliseum in the future, which makes me very happy. I've always thought it was canon. I think it lives alongside the same canon as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Pokemon Go. Both of those have shadow Pokemon. Both of those are catching games. Legends Arceus actually might fall into the timeline as well, considering that is also a catching heavy game. Love this rumor. Want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I've got a ton of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos right here. Click into this playlist to continue watching. I'll see you in the next video, and good luck hunting.